Hello, my dear friends. Welcome or welcome back. My name is Sarita. I have another short review for you today from Homeworx. And the candle in question is this one right here, Maple Rum Strudel. And look how stunning that vehicle is. Vessel. I suppose it's a vehicle for a candle. I don't know. At any rate, this is lovely. I got this from TJ Maxx or Marshall's. The sticker is not here on it because I think they put it on the glass, which means that it was easy to take off. But I want to say that it was $16.99, which is no more than their usual candles are. Do I have one? Yes, I do. So these candles right here go for $16.99 as well. These are 18 ounce. I believe these are 18 ounce as well. These special hobnob, yes, they are hobnob glass ones. I said at the time when I picked them up at Marshall's that I did think they should probably go for $1 more, if not $2 more, just given how beautiful they are. But you know, God bless, I'll take it. $16.99 for a really lovely, lovely vessel. So Maple Rum Strudel came out, I believe it was at least 3 or 4 years ago. It may have been 5, up to 5. And it came out at the same time as a few gourmands, one of which was like the Bordeaux fig and raspberry candle, which I burned like maybe 2 months ago. And apparently, in a very like dramatic fashion, Harry Slatkin said that he would not re-release them for another 5 years or something like that. Maybe just to create a lot of anxiety of missing out or whatever. So it's been 5 years and they are back, true to form. I don't know that they were back on the website, but they were back in Marshall's and TJ Maxx stores. So I got the Bordeaux Wild Fig one, and I got this one, which is not really in my wheelhouse because it's a little bit more gourmand than I would love personally. But I thought it was nice, and I just couldn't pass up that particular price point and the beautiful, hobnail. I did take this to my sister's house for Thanksgiving. The fragrance notes are drizzled maple, brown sugar, candied pecans, and dark rum. Yeah, and it's really, really lovely. There's a sweetness and a freshness to it that is a little unexpected, but otherwise you are getting brown sugar, maple, a little bit of a nuance of nuts, and then dark rum, although it doesn't go boozy, like straight up boozy, there is a characteristic sweetness that you would associate with like a liqueur. And I think that that's fantastic. And it was that note, frankly, that made me take it home. To be honest, when it's burned, I don't know that you pick up on all of those nuances. And when burned, it just kind of comes across as a really nice dark brown sugar caramel kind of candle with some maple overtones. I would say that that's what it is. The pecans and the rum did not come across as well, and it's partly because the strength and throw on this one was kind of in the 5 to 6 range, probably closer to 5. And it's a little hard to say because it's a candle that's pretty linear. It doesn't have a whole lot of levels to it, and it kind of sits in that very low mid-range, and so it's not necessarily one that would amplify well, although it might have a presence. And so, and given the fact that I was burning it during the holiday season when there were so many different holiday smells that either mimicked it or easily competed with it in such a way that you couldn't pick up on it as much, I guess that's my caveat, is it may have been more than that, but to me, it felt like it was in the 5 range. And then when I brought it home and I put it in the Hurricane, even in the Hurricane, I felt like I was getting like a 5.5 out of it. So for me, that's not quite enough. And it definitely is in that Homeworx pleasant but adequate space. Was it better than Praline Delight from Bath and Body Works? Yeah. And did it perform better than Bath and Body Works Praline Tonight? 100%. So as you can see, this burned all the way down to the wick clips. Look at that. Like no sooting. I mean, it really just burned like a dream. It did. Honestly, Homeworx is doing better in terms of burn quality than Bath and Body Works is the last few months. And I am really happy to see that, even in these like TJ Maxx and Marshall candles, and especially these hobnail ones are really doing fantastic. For me, I would not repurchase this candle, not only because when it was burned, it was just kind of a generic kind of caramel gourmand, which is not really my ballywick. So I wouldn't purchase it, and I definitely wouldn't purchase it at a 5 or a 5.5 for Strength and Throw. However, its sister, that wild fig, Bordeaux fig raspberry candle, that one I would consider repurchasing. And it lingered a little bit at Marshall's, and man, I almost picked up another one. I said actually for both of them would be great in that Thanksgiving November area for next year if you're thinking about it. Both the maple rum strudel and the wild berry fig, but I personally would go with wild berry fig because, or it wasn't wild berry, it was Bordeaux fig and wild raspberry. That's what it is. I would go with that one. I thought it was a little bit more intriguing and it had more of a presence. I can't remember specifically, but I think it was definitely in the 7 range. So it came across better, and it had a really nice, like almost cranberry currant spicy feel to it, which just was great for that like November Thanksgiving period. So between the two of them, I prefer that one, which also made an appearance in this hobnail, but this one wasn't bad. And if you're really into these kinds of scents, you definitely could do worse, i.e. Bath and Body Works. That Praline Delight, which was not delightful. This one is definitely shyer than it should be, but I think it makes up for it in terms of its presentation and aesthetic. And the price point was gorgeous too from Marshall's. So maple rum strudel, pleasant but adequate, not my thing, and a little bit less brilliant than it probably could have been, but flawless on the burn, and that is what I like to see. It's probably what we all like to see. With increased strength and throw, I think we'd all be a lot happier. That's all I've got for you. I suspect this is not available anywhere right now, but I'll do a scour of the internet before I put this video up, and if it can be found anywhere, I'll definitely drop the information down below. See you in the next one.